how are you doing today? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Now, what would it be like if you woke up to a surprise one day with your walls crumbling, your floors sagging, and thousands of tiny invaders eating your biggest investment, your home? And here's a big question. Does your home insurance cover termites? If you think your policy has your back, you might be in for a nasty surprise. Today we're breaking down the truth about termite damage, what insurance actually covers, and how you can protect your home before it's too late. Stick around because this could save you thousands. First things first, termites are not just annoying pests, they are silent destroyers. U.S. residents spend an estimated of $5 billion each year to control termites and repair termite damage. Now, a homeowner that discovers termite damage will usually pay about $3,000 to repair it, and that's according to Orkin.com. Now, unlike fires or storms, termite damage happens slowly, often going unnoticed until major structural damage is already done. And here's the kicker, most homeowners don't realize the danger until it's too late. Most homeowners don't go crawling around in their crawl space looking for termites, so it's going to be easy to miss. So does homeowners insurance cover termite damage? The short answer is no. Most standard insurance policies view termites as a preventative maintenance issue, meaning they expect you to take care of it yourself. It's not an issue that comes up with insurance. They cover sudden, accidental damage like floods and fires and theft. But since termites infestation happen over time, very slowly, the insurance companies won't pay for the repairs. And that's really frustrating, right? But don't worry, we've got some other solutions that you can do to prevent that termite damage. Now, there are a few rare cases where insurance might cover termite-related damage. So if the termites are chewing through electrical cords on their way through the woods and it sparks a house fire, or a tree falls on the house which allows the termites to get access to the home, then maybe your insurance might help. They would cover the damage that the electrical fire caused and the tree caused, but still not the termite damage. The situations where they'll cover termite damage is very specific and very rare. At cost of still exterminating those termites and repairing the damage to the wood, that's still on the homeowner. So while there is a tiny loophole, relying on insurance is not a good idea in a very risky game. So what can you do to protect your home and your wallet? So first of all, when you're in the home buying process, you want to ask the seller if they have termite coverage, and when they bought that house or when they got that termite contract on their house, did it have damage that was repaired? Was there old active termites in the home? Now this is a part of the real estate contract. It's actually a box we checked, so it's easy to remember to ask about that. But it is important to be aware if they've already had coverage and if the damage was there, because if you just say transfer the contract or give me a letter of clearance, that doesn't necessarily come up. Now, of course, as part of the real estate contract, when you make an offer, you do want to get that termite damage. There are three choices. You can either say, no, I don't want any termite coverage. Some people don't want those chemicals around their house. That's completely up to you. The usually most common option is a letter of clearance. That would be required by an FHA, VA, RDA loan, a government loan, because it actually goes and treats the property to ward off any future infestation. They do an inspection of the property to make sure that it doesn't have any current damage, and then after closing, they'll actually treat the property to prevent them. And then the third option would be like, it's just a blank, but you could write in there that you want to transfer the contract from the seller that already has one to the new buyer when you don't need a clearance letter. You do want to get those regular inspections. Even if you have a termite contract, they should be coming around once a year, going through the home and make sure that there's no damage. This is also kind of a protection for them since they have the contract with you. Basically, the contract says that if you get termites, they're responsible for making the repairs because they didn't catch them, their chemicals didn't keep them away. So obviously that's going to be cheaper because it's only a couple $100 a year to have that termite prevention on there. Now, if you feel comfortable making those preventative treatments yourself, that's great. I don't know anything about chemicals, so I'm going to hire someone to do it. And of course, you can save thousands in those repairs by handling that. Another thing to keep in mind, even beyond having that preventative treatment and having those inspections, is moisture control. Termites, just like every other insect, thrive on damp conditions. So make sure you have any leaks fixed immediately so it doesn't build up on the wood. If you need debris out of your crawl space or your attics, don't store wood under there. Don't keep firewood up against your home to attract those termites. Now additionally, if you have regular pest control services, usually they do that quarterly around here for like fleas and spiders and ants. You can also ask them to keep an eye out for termites, but that's not really what that's meant to do, but you can ask them to do that. Now, keep in mind, like I said, if you ask for a letter of clearance as part of your real estate contract, they will come out and do the inspection during the contingencies, from offer to close. They'll come out and do the inspection and see if there's any damage or active termites, but they don't actually treat the property till they're paid at closing, and then they come out and do it. You should expect a termite company to show up at your property shortly after closing if you did get a termite letter of clearance or a new policy with your closing. It is important to be proactive to keep avoiding that financial nightmare of damage. Knowing the signs of termite infestation is vital. You want to keep an eye out for mud tubes. It's kind of how they travel, like little highways the termites build. You'll also see parts of the termites, maybe wings or the bodies, or even just your wood sounds different. It might sound hollow. And of course, you might see the actual whole bug themselves, the termites. So if you suspect anything, don't wait. Call your pest control, get them out there to look at it. If your quarterly person happens to be coming by, put it in a baggie and show it to them and say, do I need to be concerned about it? But the longer you wait, the more damage they're gonna do and the more repairs you're going to have to make. If you get to the point where you already have termite damage, don't panic, but do act fast. You wanna get multiple quotes. We have several termite control companies in our area that you wanna have them come out, tell them how much it would be to not only repair the damage that the termites have made, but also how much it's going to cost to do a treatment and how much is going to be annual after that, so that you don't have the option of them coming back and doing more damage. And what method do they do? What warranty is it going to provide once they actually treat the property? Unfortunately, be prepared to pay out of pocket since your insurance is not going to cover this. This is where those savings you've been putting away maybe come in very handy in that emergency fund. So that's why it's really important for things like this to have that on hand and not be caught off guard. Here's the bottom line. Waiting for termites to take action is like waiting for your car to break down to put oil in it. Don't let those termites destroy your biggest investment. And remember that a termite inspection is not part of a routine inspection whether you get one or not. It is a separate person that comes out. Now, when they do a routine inspection, they may notice that there's potential termite damage and point it out to a buyer, but it's not a full termite inspection where they go in and they draw the graph and they worry about wood to ground contact and things like that. So you need a pest control specialist. And if you're getting a letter of clearance, it can't be more than 30 days before closing that inspection is done. So you will need them to go out separately so they can actually check for that termite damage or actual termites on the property. So you want to take action now by scheduling an inspection. You also want to seal up any entry points where any pests can get in and keep your home protected from any moisture as well. So there we have it, the truth about insurance and termite damage. Remember, prevention is key. You don't want to be draining your emergency fund for a project you didn't even plan on doing. It also helps to be aware of your home's condition regularly. It needs checkups too. So to help you stay on top of everything, check out this video where we talk about wildlife intruders in your home. Thanks for watching and have a blessed day.